be good to go. Hey everyone, Airier here, and I'm going to show you how to get the absolute worst SIVA cluster left in the game. It's the hardest one to get because it's all the way up there. You see where that guy is? That level 40 Saber? Wolf? Aloha? Yeah, it's up there. It's a bitch to get. And it is by far the hardest fragment to get in this entire game because it is a jumping puzzle with a lot of hidden, like literally you cannot see them, obstacles. To do it, you have to come over here to this section and jump onto this rock. And you're basically going to be mountain goating your way all the way up to the... See, like that? It might not have an effect, but you might want to adjust for a full agility build. I know how silly that sounds because those are almost completely useless, but you will really need it. It might only be psychological, but that psychological impact right there is probably enough to make a difference. I'm not kidding. It is such a pain to get it because you have to keep jumping up all of these rocks. And just so you know, whenever you fall, and you will fall a lot, you're going to be buffed or dropped down pretty far up until you get to the very top, in which case it will not let you leave. I'm not kidding. It will respawn you at the top once you make it. So to get to the bottom, you more or less have to either be a very good person when it comes to falling and not dying from, literally a mountain, or you have to just go to orbit and come back, which is actually important to do. Now let's see if I can get this done before the day turns into night on this game. Also, holy shit, this is such cool scenery. Literally, they've gone out of their way to make it look beautiful. More importantly, we gotta follow this guy. Jump onto this platform, this one here, and now you might notice there's a couple platforms coming up. There's the one you want to get to right here. Now, this is the first place where you gotta pay attention. There's a platform down there. Do not jump to it. It's a trick platform. It does not go anywhere, and you can't jump back up. It's just too far down. If you go there, you have to die and start over. It's a bitch. So what you want to do is come back here, and you make a running jump to get right onto here. Try to avoid the wall because with how physics work in this game, if you hit something while in the air, you're going to fly off in the other direction. It is annoying. Up until here, it's a pretty straightforward jump, up until that running one. And even right here, what you want to do to get onto these, you want to jump up and then add the direction. This way, you have less pushback from the bounce mechanic, which is probably one of the two biggest problems in this. See, now that's a bounce mechanic. I hate doing this so bad, but someone has to put this guide out there. Now, once you make it here, you gotta follow this little ledge until you get to this section. Now, this is where it gets hard. You can't see it, but that little corner right there, what is now in the center of the screen, it juts out just enough where the invisible edge will force you off if you hit it. I'm probably going to die a few times here, so if you see a sudden cut in the video, I probably spent an hour trying to get around it. That's not unusual. To do it, though, you just need to... Oh. Well, I wasn't expecting to do that. Okay, usually that's a lot harder jump just because the invisible edge is a bitch. But if you can do it that easily... Ooh, don't fall off the ledge again. You want to just jump to here and jump to here. Now, you might notice I'm keeping my camera steadily focused straight on the wall because I found it actually mitigates the worst of the bounce effect because you're automatically pushing back to the wall. It's kind of like how whenever you did the jumping puzzles in the end of the Taken King raid, right in the beginning of the jumping puzzle, at the end of the jumping section, when you wanted to get to the treasure chest, you had to push against the wall and look against the wall to try and make sure you didn't get thrown off. It's that exact mechanic. But you're doing it a lot more, and it's a lot more aggressive of a wall. Now, this is the next one. To get over here, I would not suggest jumping straight. Do not look straight at it, because this little section right here, that little scratch of wall, it will screw you up. So you want to get as far back as you can, look at the wall, and jump sideways. Also, it helps to jump far enough. Yeah, that's going to happen a lot. Just gotta get back up, see if I can make the jump. I will warn you that you want to do this when you're in a good mood, because if you're in a bad mood when you start this, you will put your fist through the CD And I don't mean you take the CD out of the console. And if you have a data plan, it doesn't matter. If you have this download, it doesn't matter. You find a physical CD and you put your fist through it. And then drop kick your PS4 or Xbox One or your PC. I don't think it's on PC, but you'll hit it anyways because of the sheer frustration. Huh, twice in a row, wow. Now, I've actually already got this fragment. I did it yesterday. I put up videos showing where the fragment is. But I wanted to put up a video on how to get to it because... see? I didn't hold over long enough. The problem is you can't actually look at it to make the jump, so you have to just kind of assume. Now, this one, this is fun as well. See that guy? You have to go for the back edge because that wall right there is also aggressive. But if you make it, you make it. Now, see, these are not so bad jumps. These are easy enough. You get up, you're there. Now, this next one, this is a big gap. Surprisingly, it's not that bad. See? Whoa! Okay, that was a little closer than I wanted. Not too bad. Now, this one also has an invisible wall. That platform right there, it will screw you up. So you want to come right down to here, as close as you can get to the edge. You want to look at it, and you want to make that jump. You have to look at the wall, though, because if you look around, for some reason, it seems to extend how far the invisible wall will go, and it will shoot you out because of the bounce physics. Mother... bounce physics. They're a thing! A goddamn thing. I swear, this is actually still one of the easier runs I've made to get here, because I've sworn so much less. I was able to censor myself on that. By the first hour I was trying originally, that wasn't going to happen. You see now that's what I'm used to. Yeah. The bounce physics just decide to screw you up. Yeah. Haha, yeah. Fuck. This is an example of where you're going to respawn, just so you know. I might leave this in just to show you. Oh, wow. That's actually nicer than usual. Normally, you respawn right down there where Nick Myers is, 89. That's the usual respawn point. So the game is being quite pleasant right now. I am scared. The game is never quite pleasant. Ever. And did it spawn me higher? Huh. I think it spawned me higher than I was at. Okay, that never happens. Unless Bungie made a quick hotfix I didn't notice, in which case, thank you. Yeah, because I know this section. This is near the top. Yeah, actually, you didn't miss anything. The one jump I missed, this is the place right above it. Yeah, that's a thing. So you didn't miss much, but yeah, maybe they switched out so you respawn better locations. Seriously, that never happened before. Hopefully it's a thing that won't stop happening, so yeah. Now that you're here, you have the little last bit of a staircase. Fall onto this little ledge, and you want to walk up these steps. Make sure to do the jump then direction. It will screw you over if you don't do it. Oh. Now watch out, the invisible ledges are a bitch. Yeah, gotta take my own advice on making sure to look at the wall. Treat this as a platformer and you'll be fine. Alright, and this is some of the last steps. Now, that little point you see right there in the center of my screen, that is also another invisible edge. Now, it's not so bad because you can jump out and hit most of that, but you want to aim for that little section right there, right at the corner. That is going to be a very important part to hit. Alright, now, I'm personally nervous because I hate this section. Because if you fall, there's not many landing points below it that you can catch on. So, fuck. Like I said, there's not many landing points. See, now this is where I'm used to respawning. Right by the iron statue of the wolf. So much bullshit is involved with that jump. Yeah, as you can see, I'm back to the fucking beginning. I'm going to edit this part out just because it is so fucking annoying. You're going to do this a bunch, people. Like, a lot. So just make sure you're in your happy place. Because if you start in a place of annoyance, oh, you will really just rage. And you're going to rage anyways, but it'll be so much worse and so much faster if you're not in a good place. For the most part, though, if I had made that jump, there was only a handful of platforms that were actually very easy to make. They're small jumps. That's really the last hard one. If you can make it, you'll make it to the top. And that's really no hassle there. You'll find a bonfire at the top with a skeleton nearby and a bunch of tankards. Literally massive tankards of ale. And a couple fancy bowls and such, because apparently a guy got up there and got raving drunk. Which, to be fair, I would recommend as your personal approach to life after finishing this section, because it will make it so much easier. And you won't need it. And I really hope my mic is on. Okay, my mic is on. That would be embarrassing. Yep. You might tell I'm annoyed. It's because I spent so many hours on this yesterday. Just trying to figure out all the little tweaks and edges, and I got good at this because I fell so fucking much. Like that. That was a good example of what happened. I am raging. I am so raging. It's those invisible walls that get you. The bounce mechanic is just annoying, but you can kind of work around it. The walls, they play into the mechanic, so it makes it worse. Like that. If you hit it the wrong angle, instead of sliding over it, you slide under it, and it'll throw you off. You just gotta hit it at the right angle. Now, theoretically, you could jump to that one, but this invisible ledge is actually bigger than it looks. So you would do this and this. If you miss it, though, it'll throw you off a lot farther, and you restart a lot farther back. Yeah, like that. Oh, what do you know? I found something to step on. Fun. No, it does kind of look like a walkway was here at one point. Oh, motherfucker. I'm going to edit this video to make it look easier, people, just because the bounce mechanics are so annoying. No, seriously, if Bungie could just take out the invisible ledges, you could deal with the bounce mechanic just through skill and practice. The ledges, though, they don't get any easier because they're not actually as bad as they seem. I think it's because the rendering of the item doesn't match the actual dimensions of the item programmed into the game. So you get examples where you hit a wall where there's not one. Like that. I didn't hit a wall there, but the game acted as if I did. I also wasn't doing it exactly right, so that might have the effect. But, I don't want to give the game any comments or any credit, so, yeah. Straight at the wall. Go. So much rage. Back down here. Starting me a little past the wolf statue this time. Well, people, you get the drift. I'll just see if I can splice in the video. There is rage. The rage is so real. I have so much rage. I'm going to drink coffee for the rage. I'm out of coffee. I'm a little upset. Now, I should warn you, since this isn't easy, just don't get discouraged. You'll make it eventually. Eventually might be in your drunken stupor where you decide to do this on a whim, so yeah, take advantage of that. It'll make it easier if you're drunk. Not really, but you might not remember nearly as much of it afterwards, so there's always that. I'm not entirely sure I'm joking. That's the worst part. So yeah, this is fun. Oh, I'm making good time. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, joy. Yeah, I think this is basically punishment for having gotten lucky that one death and having it spawn me where I want it to be rather than, the bullshit that is this jumping puzzle. There's probably going to be a text underneath this somewhere saying, 1 hour of death later. My voice might be raw because I tried doing this last night before going to bed, and I succeeded. But at what cost? I mean, my voice is raw from it. I mean, I recorded so many videos yesterday trying to get this down. Literally, I tried to do it a dozen times, and I might not even use this one because it is not working. Motherfucker. So close, and the wall got me. Oh, that's interesting. It spawned me at a decent location. We should spawn me at the top. That'd be nice. I'm going to try something. Now I'm seeing how far over it'll spawn me when I jump there. Huh, now that is interesting. It does spawn you in different locations depending on where you die. Oh, and it's been a day now. The night cycle is gone, and seriously, if you get a chance, this is beautiful to look at. They did so much detail. Now, let's see if I can get a little further in the death schemes. Now, where do I spawn here? This is just me screwing around to see what I can do. Yeah, they all seem to spawn you here. The further up you get, the more of an insult the spawn point is. Which is funny, because the ghost should be able to pick out where you respawn, because space magic bullshit. So much rage. No, no, wall. Just step back as much as I can. Up and over. Now we just got this one. Haha, made it! Maybe this will be the time where I make it up. Just gotta do this jump. And then there's this one over here. Just get a little closer. Okay, the wall hit me at the end. It's that little corner right there. It juts out a lot further than it looks. Okay. Now I just gotta make it up there. Hey, I might make this one. Make the jump a little easier on myself. Yeah, I can do it. Come on, Airier. You can do it. Just gotta follow the stepping stones. Okay. I can do it. Don't fall off. Hey, by the way, if you get this high, congratulations! You're one of the very unfortunately few people who can do it. I just gotta make this jump. Yeah, just gotta make this jump. Fuck. Let's see if I can risk it this way. Oh, sweet. Just gotta get into there, and this should be an easy jump. Nice and easy. Just back it up so I can make it. Oh my god, that was so fucking close. Oh, okay, I think, this is the part to remember. When you get this high, it does start reviving you. So if you fall as far away from the cliff as you can. Re-angle your camera so you can angle outwards, because it will respawn you higher up. But if you land lower and then keep falling, it will then respawn you lower down. So, yeah, it's fine to die now, but it's still a pain. Oh, just got a few more steps to make. Don't overshoot. Okay, just gotta make this one. No, 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 no! Okay, angle death, angle death. No, fuck, I'm gonna respawn lower. Oh, nah, good, it didn't count yet. I didn't walk, it was still counting as a fall mechanic. That's good. No, that was unintended. Just make sure you don't fall too far, because that will screw you up sometimes. Not a lot. Okay, I should have fallen fine there. I guess that is actually a checkpoint here. Thank God for that. Literally, thank God. First one, second one, third one. Haha. You can make that jump. Okay, now just watch it. Okay, now these are the steps. This is actually an easy part. Just make sure if you have a teammate, they're not standing in front of you. Because the time I did this, he backed up and that knocked me off because these are so small, it will do that. Seriously, it's actually easier to do this one-on-one. Not one-on-one, just like single player, solo, just gotta make the jumps. These over here, that's where you want to go. Just gotta make the jump. This is actually easier from over here, though. See right up there, that flag? That's the goal. What you want to do is come over to these steps right here. Like I said, this is much easier. Whoa, 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 whoa. I forgot about the bounce mechanic. The overhanging ledges aren't actually an issue over here. Thank God. So you don't need to worry about it. That platform is false. You want to get over to here. It's a step away from the goal, but you can make it. Just gotta get over to there. Now, I wouldn't risk it as a full jump, because if you hit a wall or like a bounce mechanic, it will knock you off. Ha! And then you make it to the top. You can come down here and praise the sun. Or like I do. Seriously, dude. This is literally the Dark Souls inspired section, because they put the bonfire up there for when you die. And when you get up here, this little corner right here where I'm standing now is where the SIVA Cluster is. And I made it. That is probably the fastest run I've done to get up here. And that's how you get to the top of the mountain where you find the SIVA Cluster. Oh, dear God, is it a bitch. But if you can make it, good job. And don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and if you can, support me on Patreon. I got a link right down below in the description, so hit me up if you can. Every bit helps. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, thanks for watching. Adios.